So I want to say thank you to everyone that's watched my videos so far and given me compliments on my 2016 Scion TC. I figured I'd give you a quick tour of my car. Now I have been working on cars since 2001. I bought my first car, which was a 2001 Corolla back then, and once I had that car, I really wanted to do stuff with it, and I eventually custom designed from scratch a turbo system by doing a lot of reading online and visiting message forums. I actually blew up 2 engines on that car before I finally got that system built correctly, and I was able to put down 300 horsepower at the wheel on an automatic car, which then I later converted to a stick shift. I can't afford to do anything like that nowadays, so the TC is my little toy that I get to play with, trying to keep it reliable but still be fun. So if you look in here, you can see I got the Decals green header with the catalytic converter, so I don't have any check engine light issues or problems with emissions. You can see I've got the 60A Durometer engine mount down there from NYPPD. I've got the solid front strut bar from DC Sports. Another good one to get would be the Trd one, because both of them are solid pieces. There's no like bolts going in here to add points of flex, so that does help a lot with getting some feedback response when you are cornering. You can see I do have a short ram intake, the K&N with the heat shield. I opted for this as opposed to the cold air intake because I had bad experience before with sucking up water. Also, this is a lot easier for maintenance. I can just open up the hood every time I go to get gas, check the air filter, check my fluids, check my oil, and bam. I've also measured the air intake temperature once I'm moving on the highway, and there is no difference between the outside and the inside air going into here when you're on the road. So let's see. Oh, you can see I do have an air splitter on here. I haven't lowered the car because the roads are pretty bad, so my workaround for that is upgrading suspension and upgrading the aerodynamics. So I put this on here to help put some downforce on the front wheels when I'm driving. You can see I just have a small lip spoiler on the back just for styling. I've custom cut and fitted these universal splitters on the side here. If you look underneath, you can see the mid chassis brace. This thing helps a lot with the cornering with the car. Let's see. You can see the rear strut bar that I have back here. These are both TB Performance. I've wrapped this one to protect it from groceries and boxes and such. The C-pillar one doesn't really do very much for performance, but it does help with the moonroof creaking when you do hard cornering, because the top part of the car does flex. Yeah, you can see my decals that I actually cut out myself. So these are all the parts on the car. Yes, I do have the fire extinguisher inside. I've actually put out a couple of engine fires as well as a rogue barbecue fire at a car meet. So I did custom make this bracket here, so this is nice and secure in case something ever happens. I come across someone that needs assistance, or heaven forbid I'm in an accident and I need to put out a fire. That's there within easy reach. You can see I've got the aluminum pedal covers on here. I actually worked with the manufacturer to have the accelerator pedal extended out here, so if I ever want to play around with doing heel toe, I can do that. Unfortunately, I do have some problems with my hip on my right side, so I can't really mess around with doing that at the moment until that pain is resolved, but I do have that option there because of these pedals. I did get the weighted Razor shift knob on here. It's got a nice feel. It doesn't get hot or cold in the winter or summer because it is the leather. I also have the Trd Short Shifter on the transmission, as well as the M-Tech shifter spring. And of course, I do like to do a little bit of lighting in the car, so I went with red just so I can see when I'm driving at night all around in here. I've basically put the LEDs so that you can't actually see them, so it just kind of gives a little bit of mood lighting in here. And I do have HIDs on the headlights. So that's my car. So thank you for watching my video and your continued support watching my videos. Have a good one.